Good morning. How are you? It's Friday morning. We've got to the end of the week. How's your week been? I hope you've had a good week and you've got some lovely things to look forward to over the weekend. As always, your 5 moves in 5 minutes are here to give you some ideas to add to your regular movement patterns, whether it's a workout or a standalone thing. And today's 5 moves is our balance and strength. Every Friday morning, 8 o'clock, our balance and strength class, working on our balance and strength, as the title says, which we need throughout all stages of life, but specifically we need to be paying more attention to it through midlife and beyond, because quite often we don't notice our balance until we notice our balance, or maybe lack of. So I'm going to show you a couple of moves that we do every week so we can work on that progression to see how we adapt to that, get better at those movements, and then 3 random ones that add balance and challenge and maybe a bit of strength as well. All of this can be done with just body weight, or again, you can hold a weight for some of the movements to add a bit more to that strength. So if you're going to join in, please make sure you're feeling fit and well, and you're only going to do the movements that are suitable for you and your body. You know what's okay to do, what needs adapting. If you doubt, leave it out. And you have a clear, safe space. And as we are working on our balance, if you need something close by just to hold on to, know it's there, have that, feel comfortable with the movements. It hasn't got to be done, completely brilliantly straight away. Our balance varies, and it also varies day to day, hour to hour, week to week, depending what's going on as well. So sometimes we might need something to hold on to give us that little bit more support. So stop talking, Caroline. Let's get moving. We're going to start off with one of our very first moves that we do. Our feet which are parallel, tiptoe, bend, lower, straighten. And I'm going to hold a weight for this one, but again, it can be done body weight. So I'm starting the timer. We're going to do 45 seconds work, and I'm holding my weight. My feet are hip width apart. Everything's forward facing. I'm going to come up onto my tiptoes. Gently bend the knees, hinge my hips back into a mini squat, heels down, straighten. So tiptoe, bend, lower, straighten. It's also an opportunity, to notice how does it feel, because coming up onto tiptoes is really going to challenge the balance. But how do your toes feel, the joints, the toes coming up? Can we feel all the toes on the floor feel balanced there, balls of the feet too? Our ankles and our knees and our hips as we hinge, how do they feel? It gives us a chance to assess the movement patterns. Lovely. And pause from there. Then we're going to go into the same move, but into a split stance. So my feet hip width apart. I'm going to take a step back. So I'm almost in my sort of walking stance, about to do my lungy stance. And from here, I come up onto tiptoes, bend the knees, lower the hips down, lower the hips down, lower the heels down, and straighten. Actually, I just need to adjust my stance there. So again, I'm forward facing, aiming for my knees to stay in line roughly with my feet. I don't want my knees all wobbling in. If they are, can we try and control that movement, keeping them in line? Again, that gives us an indication of how the glutes are working. Maybe we need to work on the glutes a little bit more if those knees are coming in. So again, just tiptoe, bend, bit of a wobble actually, lower, straighten, and pause. Brilliant. From there, another single leg movement. Could hold a weight, but I'm going to just use my arms for this. We're going to do our running movement. Quite often we do this in our cardio core, where we're literally driving that knee up, tapping the foot down. So I'm getting the strength and the balance in the right leg, but this time I'm going to aim not to put my left leg down. So this right leg is having to do all the stabilizing whilst my left leg is moving. I'm trying to keep my hips forward facing still, and I'm in a sort of semi squat position, but I could be more upright, and we could do more of a knee high if we didn't want to hinge. But noticing how does that feel? My right leg is having to keep me stable. I've got big toe, little toe, heel. I can feel that connection with the floor, so I feel fairly stable, although it is moving. Ankles having to adjust, and up the rest of the leg, up through that chain. We would do the other side as well. Next move, adding some more movement through the hip joint whilst balancing on one leg. We're going to do our clock face. Okay, I could hold a weight for this one. So my left leg is staying still. Semi little squat. My right leg is tapping out to 12, 2, 4, 6, and then back again. Now I am touching the floor in between each movement. But if I didn't want to, if I wanted more challenge, I could let my leg glide around that clock face. So I'm getting movement through the top of that leg into our hip. How does that mobility feel? My left leg again is working really hard. My foot is gently moving to stabilize me as the leg goes round and round. If I didn't want to do the semi-squat, I could stand and just tap the leg around or glide it round. So again, a couple of options with that. And then the last move, a bit more dynamic. I'm going to come into a single leg deadlift. So feet hip width apart, take a step back, gently hinge. I'm raising my right leg up. From there, might not put the foot down. I'm going to do a skater jump, side step. But I could put the foot down, of course. And I'm going to go into my single leg deadlift, begin to hinge, raise out that leg. Don't want to raise the back leg. We could just keep it on the floor and hinge. Come up, side step again. And then maybe straight into, oh, I'm pushing the back of the cupboard there. Watching your space, of course, making sure you've got enough clear, safe space. So I'm coming out from a hinge and a balance, upright into a side step, which, how often do we have to do these sort of moves in everyday life? That quick stop, move out of the way, forward. They're just movements that add to our everyday actions, whether we're aware of it or not. So there we go, 5 moves in 5 minutes, a couple of our regular moves that we do every week. We do several more actually that we do every week, and then some variety of movements, a challenge. Again, certainly cognition and balance as well. Let me know how you get on. How is your balance? Do these things help? What have you found that helps? What's your favourite balance? Could it be just standing on the leg while you're cleaning your teeth, which is a fantastic way, again, of building up that strength and endurance on that. So there we go. Let me know how you get on. Thank you for watching. Any questions, drop me a message below and I'll be in touch. And have a super day. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week for more balance and strength and other things. You take care. See you soon.